Welcome to Module 6.1, Angles and Triangles. So in this lecture video, let's take a look at some basic terminologies for geometry. All right, so I'm going to scoop this over. So if I need to draw something. All right, so let's start out with very basic, okay? Point, line, and the word plane. So a point is represented by a dot. Okay, points are labeled with capitalized letters. Okay, so the reason why we capitalize the letters is just easier for us to read. So let's say here is a line. A line has no beginning or end. Okay, and lines are labeled with the lowercase letters or by 2 points of the line. So there are two different ways we can label a line. So as you know, if we have 2 points, we can connect them with the line. Okay, so a line has no beginning and no end. It keeps on going forever. So I can call this line AB. So our notation will be line AB this way. Or I can simply call this same line L. Okay, I can just call any line I draw, okay, without points on them. If I just want to sketch two lines, I can just call this line L using lowercase letter. All right, so the word plane, flat surface such as tabletop or wall representing portion of a plane. A plane is like a surface, okay? And planes are labeled with capitalized letters, okay? Every plane that you see, that this screen you are watching right now, okay, you're actually watching it as a two-dimensional, you're actually looking at it as a two-dimensional space, left and right, up and down. So this is actually a plane, okay? So 2 dimension is basically a plane, all right? 1 dimension is basically a line. So if I want to do 3 dimension, which is 3 different plane, okay, then we can actually draw it on the two-dimensional object. So let's reason why if I want to draw a 3D, it will have to be something like this on a 2-dimensional surface. Okay, so that's actually 3 different plane. One facing you, one facing to the right, okay, and one here in the bottom. Okay, 3 different plane. All right, so normally when I use the word plane, I'm referring to a flat surface. All right, take a look at the definition of ray and angles. All right, so a ray consists of a point called the endpoint and all points on the line on one side of that point. So what I mean is, if I have a line and I cut off one arrow, and just basically so let's pretend this is point A. I cut off the arrow on the left and let the other side keep on going. So this is called a ray AB, and we denote it this way with one arrow. All right, with an endpoint A. So here they just call this ray PQ, okay, with the endpoint P. If I get 2 rays, okay, then I can form an angle. So an angle consists of 2 rays with a common endpoint. The 2 rays are called the size of the angle, and the endpoint is actually called the vertex. All right. So different way. So basically here I have a ray O to A, and if I draw another ray shares the same endpoint at O, we call this ray O to B. So 2 rays shares the same common endpoints creates an angle, and the angle is called the vertex. Okay, so when we read this angle, we can read them as from A to O, that's 1 ray, and then from O to B. So rather than write down the letter O twice, we just only write it 1 time. I can read this angle as from ray B to O, and then from O to A as well. That's another way to read it. Or I can simply call this particular angle O. Okay, so we basically have 3 different ways we can actually read an angle. All right, so just a quick review, okay, a quick lesson on the basic definition of lines, planes, points, okay, what a ray is, and knowing that we use two rays to form an angle. All right, that will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.